Hey, what's up you guys, oldmps here, and I'm bringing you guys a brand new Halo Reach racetrack. This map is called Constrained. It's my first hybrid in a while. I haven't done hybrids in a while, and I'm doing an overview of it right now. As you can see, I'm decided not to do any more copyrighted videos. Try to stay away from those now, just because I've been receiving so much hell about it. Anyway, this map is called Constrained for obvious reasons. If you don't notice, this whole entire map is actually built inside of a it doesn't seem very small, but with a double wide, it's ridiculously small box. Like with a roller coaster, this would have been a piece of cake to forge inside of. But with a double wide, it's ridiculous because you have to make sure it's smooth and that all the jumps work and such. That's much harder than you'd expect. Like, I expected this map to be a piece of cake because it was such a large margin that I had that I could forge with. And I was like, God, this really is small. I didn't realize that. But it was a pretty hard challenge, but I think I came out of it well. I did some little neat things in this map. It's mainly a competitive double wide hybrid. It's got some little neat aesthetic things in here. Yes, you can pick up the custom power-ups if you want to, you little nerds. If you people like to try to believe that they crack the maps. But to be honest, they don't do anything, so, and you're probably losing time, I mean, unless you're like just massacring everybody else. But the feature that I love about this map the most is the fact that it's compatible for battle tracks. You're like, wait a second, but there's, as you can see right here, there's all kinds of spaces that you can actually go in between and cheat, can't you? Well, you'll see what kind of battle tracks I'm talking about once we get to there. Because I got some gameplay of that afterwards. I'm sorry, my commentary might suck because my ulcer is annoying as hell. Okay, before I forget this, oldmpsTester still has like a lot of friend spots open. If you guys want to be in a machinima, or if you just want to kind of be, technically speaking, on my friends list, just go add oldmpsTester. Whenever I'm hosting a custom game, I always go through the friends list and invite everybody who's online at the moment. So I'll go ahead and leave how to spell the gamer tag in the down in the comment in the description. Sorry about that little thing. This isn't the most accurate thing. You have to hit it right, and it's kind of hard to get it just perfect. Fast forwarding it, so it's just kind of tricky. And I know I failed here. You don't have to go around that berm with that section. I just kind of failed and went around it for some strange reason. I don't know, something like a giant stupid zombie took me over or some sort. But you guys, it's just, I believe this is I spent a lot of time with this double wide. If you go around and look at every little corner piece, there's not like any jutting out sections. I try to make it as smooth as possible. Obviously the little drop down part right here isn't very smooth, but it's not supposed to be. It's a drop down, for crying out loud. And unfortunately I do screw up there. That rarely ever happens. And that's much less likely than the other section to screw up. For some reason I guess I went down it wrong. Every once in a while, it's kind of like a whoops, I guess, on an SX track or an MX track, whatever you choose. It's kind of like every once in a while they just hate somebody and they'll just kill you. Okay, here's the gameplay I was telling you guys about. Alright, battle tracks. Okay, so basic battle tracks, just everybody driving on the road trying to get to the spot as fast as possible. But, I mean, technically speaking, I know this isn't exactly battle tracks. I know, obviously it's not battle tracks, and there's no way in hell battle tracks would be able to do it on a collision course. But I made this map completely compatible with battle tracks, so you can just, I have like 40 or 50 different areas where these little things spawn at. And I made it to where all the death barriers only spawn during race. Yes, I love you guys that much time. I went through every death barrier and made sure that it only spawns during race. So you can cheat this map as much as you possibly can figure out. Every little route you take, there's no death barriers. You don't have to worry about them anymore. Every spot's open once you're in this game type. So just don't worry about that. Or technically speaking, whenever you're out of race, there won't be any death barriers. So that's a good thing. But this gameplay is kind of long, so I got some room to talk about Forger of the Year. Forger of the Year is definitely, I think, is getting a lot of publicity now. I'm really happy. A lot of people are excited about round 2. And I found out why everybody hates me. For anyone who watches football, I am the referee, technically speaking, of Forgers. So everybody, I can't win. You guys have to look at it that way. There is no way I can physically please every single... Oh my god, that sounded so wrong. There's no way I can physically please everybody. No, but there's no way I can make everybody happy with my choice. Because someone's always on someone else's team, and then they'll get pissed off and scream at the other person. So that's just how it's gonna I kind of realized that. So now what I'm going to start doing now is if you send me like a bad comment, I'm just going to ignore it. And if you send me a really bad comment that's really offensive, I'll just delete it without even questioning it. If you send me a positive comment or a question, I'll probably respond to that still. But just any negative comments. Oh, by the way, don't look what my partner did. You can't come up here. That's just... Why would you even think of doing that? You can't do that spot in reverse. And we lost a checkpoint thanks to that. But yeah. So that's just something I want to let you guys know is that, you know, I understand that you're all hating on me and for being a referee. But that's my job. I mean, I took on the job of becoming the referee, and that's what I get. But anyway, this map I think is very well made for my standards at least. I'm normally not that great of a double wide forger. I barely ever forge double wides. Nevertheless, hybrids, God, I've only forged one other hybrid, and that was Pelican Landing, and I was forged that map with like 40 different guys. So this is like my first real hybrid by myself, which is kind of nice to say. I mean, I think I've had other maps where they've touched the ground for like 30 seconds, and that was really it. But this map has quite a bit of ground in it. This is a long gameplay, I'm sorry you guys, but I got a lot to talk about anyway, so it's no big deal. Anyway, so I've been getting a lot of requests from forgers on Forger of the Year, and a lot of the forgers actually like the tournament, the ones that lost and the ones that won actually. Most of the forgers haven't complained about me being too harsh. Well, no, actually none of them have. As a matter of fact, most of them have added recently. But you guys got to realize I'm not trying to be harsh on the Forger of the Year. I'm trying to be honest. And sometimes like the film clip is so short where it comes down to the point where I'm like, oh god, I gotta say what's wrong with this section in 2 seconds. So I gotta say, it sucks, and then that's it. I'm like, damn it, I don't want to say that. I want to say the reason why it sucks is because I wish he would have continued the track going left instead of just tapering it down or something along the lines of that. I mean, that's what I'm really thinking, but the time is so short, and I don't want to have it to where I have to specifically where I record the commentary first and then go through and make the video this long. That's too much trouble, too much time, too complex. So I think I'm just going to stick with what I'm doing, and this is, we're getting close to the end of the film. No, we're only on the 7th checkpoint. It ends at the 10th. Even though the gameplay says goes up to 20, I only stopped it at the 10th because it's just too long. But anyways, that's the thing I'm trying to point out to you guys, is that you guys got to give me a little bit of leeway. I'm not that... I hate when people... This is why you don't quit during the middle of a game when you're recording, because that happens and it's annoying as can be. But anyways, so just, you know, cool the heat on me. Most forgers don't hate me for dissing their maps, as you guys would say. Most of them understand that I'm trying to tell them what's wrong with their maps. And people will scream at me for criticizing maps, even though they say, oh, well, you've done that with your maps. No duh. Why am I not in Forger of the Year? Because I do all those things. I'm not the best forger. I understand that. Anyway, we're running low on our time here. We only got like 10 seconds left. Remember to subscribe, like the video. Just pretty much everything else. Wait for it. I got like 2 more checkpoints, so it's too early. Anyway, there you guys, this is oldmps signing out. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.